Good evening, Demon Phil, and yep, I am back, baby. All right, we're gonna have some fun with this one tonight, so I'm getting ready for this. But guess what? We have got to go ahead.
I am back, baby.
Oh, hang on, I'm back, and there's all kinds of issues here. Here we go. So here, let's try this again. All right, we're pumped up and ready to do this. Let's go ahead and get some shares out there, get some people in here. We're gonna have some fun tonight. So let's go ahead and make sure. Can you see and hear me in the comments? Let me know if you can see and hear me in there. I'd appreciate that. And then we will go ahead and get going here shortly. But I am now in Georgia. I am no longer in Jersey. So the demon went down to Georgia. Yeah, that is absolute fact now. I can't use the song. They'll knock me off of Facebook. I know it. So yeah, we're getting ready to do this. We're gonna have some fun with this. So if you're in the audience and you can see and hear me, please let me know over there so I know everything's good. Joseph, what's up? You can see and hear me. Excellent. Thank you very much for that. We're going to give this about one more minute. Make sure we get everybody in here, and then we're going to have some fun. Hopefully, everybody's having a great day, been very productive, been very safe. Wash your damn hands, that kind of fun stuff. I have missed being on here, that is for certain. All right, so let me go ahead and remove this banner, and we will make this official. All right, here we go. Demon Phil here. Demon Phil's hell of a show going on right now. Back in business again, having a blast doing so. And as you can see, things are a little bit different than they were in the studio back over in Jersey. I am changing some things here and still in the process of doing so. So big changes are on the way. So before we get too much into that, let's go ahead and start off with thanking my sponsors, because I do have some and I am so happy to do so. So first and foremost, I always want to thank Sub-Zero Mission, because that is the one that I want to thank the most, because they actually go out and save lives where they are, in that they go ahead and give the tools necessary to survive the winter months to the homeless vets that are out there. So if you don't know enough about what they do, please reach out to me. Let me know that you want to know more about that, and I will give you any and all information you need to go ahead and make this happen more. Then we've got Totally Rad Comics, which finished up with Totally Rad Life of Violet #3 and did very well on Kickstarter. And he is looking to do another one this month, I believe in 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Totally Rad Life of Zira, which is a cave woman story. And if you know anything about Jim Noble and Totally Rad comics, you know what to expect. I'll just leave it at that. All right, then we got Codex Entertainment, which just finished up with Lily the Demoness #4. Did amazing, spectacular on the Kickstarter. Couldn't be happier for Luis Torres on that, and looking forward to seeing what he's got up in the future coming up, because he's teasing me with stuff and won't go ahead and finish up. So I'm going to keep messing with him until he lets me know what's going on. Then we've got Naughty Fairies, which is Naughty Stripper Fairy Assassins #4, just finished up on Kickstarter. Did exceptionally well. Knowing Wendy Steen Shaner, she's got more up the pipeline there than she's leading on to. ClickCon is coming up in September. We'll be bringing that up here shortly as well, because that is right up here in the corner, and we're going to have a discussion about that here in just a moment. Then we've also got 183 Degree Studio, which is Kara Nicole Alfred Trujillo, and they are constantly working on things, including Fire Bitch 2, which is slated to come out the end of this month. I am greatly looking forward to that, because it's right in time for my birthday, so we're going to have some fun with that. And then we have also got Pantsless Pizza. How can we forget Pantsless Pizza? Is one of our sponsors as well. If you don't know enough about that, big reveals coming soon. And then on top of that, we have, again, we're going to go back to ClickCon real quick, because ClickCon 2020, 3 different creators working together to go ahead and put together a con, online con, that is going to have new characters that are spin-offs from each of their stories. I will go into more detail as we go along with all of this, but just kind of giving you a teaser on that, and look forward to it. That comes out in September, so that is next month, and I believe it's mid next month. I will get you the exact date as we go through. and be looking forward to them being on the show as well, because they will be on here probably 2 or 3 times before they actually launch. And finally, Third Empire Banner. Why did I leave them for last? They're usually up in the middle, most people say. Well, that's because I got them here tonight, at least some of them at least. So we're going to go ahead and talk with them, find out what they're about, what they've got going on, and why y'all need to jump over to Kickstarter and see what's up with Third Empire. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start bringing some people up here. So we're going to start off with Greg Harms, Raj Mayon.
Evening. Hello.
We've got Manny Soto up here.
What's going on, everyone?
And we have also got Eric Dominguez.
How's it going, everybody out there?
Thank y'all very much for being here. Appreciate y'all being on the show. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time, as you can't tell by my party attire here. And my co-pilot back here, if you didn't notice, because he's all dressed up in the Mojo attire to go ahead and get the motif going. So before we get totally started into this and I get way overly excited, we're going to start off with going around the circle here. Give us a brief summary of who you are, what you do, and where to find you. And we'll start off with you, Greg.
I am Greg Harms. I'm the publisher of Third Empire. I can be found on Facebook, Greg Harms, or at Third Empire 2020. And I just try to keep all the cats wrangled. That's probably the best description of everything, because everything's going all directions.
It does, but I mean, it keeps you on your toes, though.
It does. Yeah, well, these guys are great.
Oh, yeah.
Can't ask for a better group of guys to be doing what they're doing and producing the work that they're producing. So I'm just, it's really, they're the who the spotlight should be on all of this, because they're the ones producing some really great work.
Very cool. Raj, what about you? Who are you? What do you do?
Raj Mahan, owner of Outlaw Studio, creator of Mojo Rising comic series.
Cricket.
Where am I getting feedback on that or something? Or is that something from outside, maybe?
You can find me on Facebook, Mojo Rising comic series, or Outlaw Studio on Instagram.
Okay, very cool. And Manny, what about you?
Me, I am a member of Outlaw Studios, artist for Mojo, Cold Front, Skinwalker Ranch, Desolate Angels, and whatever else I can get my paws on.
And if anybody out there in the audience has no idea what they're talking about, you definitely want to pay attention to what's being said tonight. Trust me. So, Eric, what about you? What do you do, and where do we find you, buddy?
Sitting right here, right now. No, but Eric Dominguez, writer, creator of Blood of Gods. You can find me on Instagram at bloodofgodscomic.com or Facebook at Blood of Gods Comic, Instagram Blood of Gods Comic, or Blood of Gods Comic, bloodofgods.com. God, man, I'm getting all twisted up. Apparently, you can't find me right here, right now.
You're kind of all over the place right now.
Yeah.
All right, so the main thing that I want to go ahead and start off with on this to get started is we've got a couple of Kickstarters going underneath the banner right now.
Yes.
One Kickstarter is Blood of Gods, which you just mentioned, Eric, over there. And then the other one is Mojo Rising. Now, in case anybody is sitting over there is going, why would you have guests up here that have Kickstarters going at the same time and they're going to talk together? Because the best thing about the Third Empire banner, it is whatever you want to look for in a book, they're going to find something out there that fits your taste on that. So if you like mythology, you're going down this way right here to Eric Dominguez. If you like magic and voodoo and just all kinds of really creepy good stuff, that's that gentleman right over there.
And right there.
And Manny, yes. And Manny, yes, absolutely. I'm sorry, Manny's throwing me off with the Hollywood glasses. I keep forgetting that's
I know.
actually
It's like he's a Hollywood producer.
exactly. I feel like I'm getting IRS down there or something. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe he is a Hollywood producer. We just need to find him the right project to produce. In Hollywood, get him some scripts,
Got to
some
impress him
cameras.
with what we're doing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, so we've got 2 great Kickstarters going on right now. And Eric, yours came out a little bit earlier than Mojo did. Why don't you go ahead and give us the floor pitch on exactly what is Blood of Gods?
Blood of Gods is a fantasy action adventure comic that follows Anthelos, which is a divine breed, half god, half human. He's just a man trying to live a simple life, but the gods have other plans for that. And issue 1 starts with, it introduces him and what happens to his family, what gets him to have to be in this grander fight. And then from there, we're going to follow him on his journey.
Exactly. And
Page 1, Anthelos chopping some wood.
for those of you that don't know, I actually have done a review on Blood of Gods, and it is on YouTube, so you can look that up on the channel if you want to go look at it. But I'm going to tell you right now, it has the Demon Seal of Approval. It is not one of these books that you go look at and it has flaws in it, or it's not very fast moving. It actually, I'm not giving away anything, no spoilers or anything on this by any means, but it actually has a few twists. We're not talking about one major twist or anything. It's a few things that I didn't even see coming, and usually I can kind of pick that stuff up pretty quickly. So I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for something that'll throw you off a little bit, but that locks you in for the long haul, because this is only book 1 and there's more coming, then you need to jump over on this one and see what's available, because it is an amazing read.
Thank you. The money's in the mail, Phil. Money's in the mail.
And
He doesn't
listen,
have pants to keep it in, so you might.
oh no, absolutely.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to send you some pants and a wallet.
And Russell Oldham's over here in the audience. Thank you, Russell, for being here.
What's up, Russell?
And we have got quite a few people in here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I didn't pay attention to everybody that showed up on this. All right, so that's Blood of Gods, and that's the elevator pitch for it to go ahead and get over there and get it. And like I said, Demon approved. Go look at the review if you don't quite follow everything that's going on there and want to see more on it. I'm going to tell you right now, though, if you miss this one and then you happen to catch number 2, you're going to be kicking yourself for doing so, because this one is a pivotal, it definitely is an origin story. I can't see going to a number 2 on this and not being able to pick up number 1 with it. So you do not want to miss this opportunity. And there are a lot of really good tiers that are available to go ahead and pick this up for different ways to enjoy it, because case in point, I already have the book whenever I reviewed it, which is good, great, and wonderful, and I can't thank them enough for doing so. However, I backed the project because I want the map.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, get over to Kickstarter and look at that.
Yeah,
the map is phenomenal.
It is.
it's a lot of hours that went into doing that, because I made it. It's 80 different smaller maps, so that it could be really big, so that I can put some detail when it was, I can change it to whatever size on a poster, on a print list. It was a lot of work.
Exactly.
Eric has
Now,
done a lot of world building with this book, and really developed those characters and developed the world. So he's given you a whole package there, and he's even, as far as the Kickstarter, he's even gone in there and produced a ticket for a play that's happening in that world. So he really has developed that, and even given the Kickstarter to where you can delve into that world and get the things that you would find in it.
If you go to my website, bloodofgods.com, they have a blog post in the library called "Surviving the Gods," which is the even more getting to know Anthelos even more, like way before. and it's just right now it's just the first part in the series, but the tickets that he's talking about are tickets to a play in the Rosedew Theater, from the world, that's based on this series of short stories. So yeah, man, I do a lot of world building. You're not getting just a comic. There's a whole world that's coming, and a lot of things that I'm working on as well. A card game that delves more into the characters and the world and the legends and events from the history. So
yeah, it's very cool because it's not, like you just said, it's not just the book. So you're actually getting the world scenario in there. So if you're looking for something to immerse yourself into mythology, I can't think of anything better than that. I mean, Neil Gaiman, with American Gods and everything, that's the closest thing that I can equate to this. And that's saying a ton because Neil Gaiman, I mean, he made his name basically all of that right there. And the closest thing that I can say is to that is right here on the panel. So
that's a lot to live up to. That's a lot to live up to.
We like to say it's X-Men meets Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Or Taken if Liam Neeson had superpowers.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's something you don't expect. Again, no spoilers, but you're not going to expect it. And that's the best thing is whenever you're reading something you don't expect it. So now that's Blood of God. So let's say that you're looking for a Kickstarter, you're looking to get on something to back or whatever. Mythology is not really your thing. But let's say you enjoy some good Cajun cooking. You enjoy some good voodoo, because who doesn't? Some magic and some swampland. Well, you know what? If you enjoy those things, I got the book for you. Mojo Rising. And I'm going to go ahead and let y'all talk about it. Give me your elevator pitch on Mojo Rising.
You can go for it.
Or Manny.
It's magic, mayhem, mojo. There's a battle pig. You have it's set in apocalyptic New Orleans, where you join Mojo, and if all the crazies that were coming to take the magic or trying to gain the magic wasn't enough, he has a jilted ex-lover that he's having to battle as well. So you kind of have all kinds of layers in there. And Brute the battle pig.
Yeah.
Every comic needs bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been waiting on this one for a while because just the basic premise alone got me interested. The more that these guys tease with things that are involved in this, that interest has turned into like an OCD complex now of its own. So I need to know what's going on with this. The character himself, it's not about the one character. That's what I like about this is every time I keep talking to you guys about things or you keep releasing information, there's you created a world of characters and everything that actually interact in this that create the entire story. So it's not a one character story, it's an actual world story that's put together.
Yeah, these guys keep coming up with new stuff, new and even worse bad guys that they're going to have to deal with. And this first one's insane, and the second one's even worse.
Yeah.
It's like you're going to need a padded room.
Oh, see, now you're talking my language there. I'm all over that. Did I not mention that's where I moved into was a padded room?
You moved into a padded room?
I'm not wearing my fancy white coat right now. They let me wear the black one.
Okay. And you're not wearing your pants or your fancy jacket. So.
No. Yeah, pants are not required. So that was the first thing. I was like, yeah, I'm all over this. Now, with Mojo, how do you create something like that? How do you go through and make something where? Because honestly, there have been other things that have been done with voodoo and with voodoo priests and things like that. How do you take and create something that makes it where it's like everybody goes, "Holy crap! That's an idea. I hadn't thought about that." How do you actually come up with that kind of an aha moment?
Oh well, good question, Phil. this character was in my head for a long time, and if people don't, I got the name from a Doris song, "L.A. Woman." I'm a big Doris fan, but as far as creating him, it was very natural. Like I said, I had those images in my head. I'm a big voodoo type person anyway, so the story came pretty natural, and then just to add the villains and everything like that, it was just a natural process.
And it works. I mean, because I haven't even seen the actual book yet. I've seen some of the pages and whatnot that you've released that I can look at or whatever. And just the few things that I've seen, I mean, just a one-page thing has you hooked. It's not even the full book. And that's what throws me off, is because normally you'll see something and be like, okay, that's enough of a teaser that I'm interested. It's like, I want to go ahead and get that one page. I don't care about the rest of the book at this point. I just want that one page in my collection. And you're offering an entire book on this Kickstarter, and it's already up and running and all, out the door so far, and you've still got other plans to go ahead and sweeten the pot on this too.
Oh yeah.
You have 32 pages of it.
32.
It's 32 pages. Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you're definitely giving the fans what they want on that. So I mean, why would they not go ahead and jump on this?
Well, a lot of them did. We funded in 48 minutes.
Yes, under an hour. Congratulations on that. That is amazing.
We doubled our goal in 24 hours on that one.
Yeah, and didn't you show up as the number one backed project on there for a couple of days?
Yeah,
Kick Track. We're number
two.
Yeah,
on Kick Track, yes.
We're number 2 as of here a while ago.
But we were number 1 for 2 days on that one. So
that is impressive.
I mean, the fans really showed up, and they were excited about it, and they pledged on those tiers. And we have I think 14 different tiers that you can back. I can't remember how many SKUs of product we have, and then we also have we've opened up 4 different stretch goals. And you have prints, you have trading cards, you have bookmarks. There's probably a cover that you'll love in there because there's A through J. So
yeah, I've got the Kickstarter up on my other screen right now, looking at where y'all are. 73 backers, $3,161 on there, 28 days to go. Now, the thing is, the reason that I'm bringing not just Mojo Rising on here, but Eric with Blood of Gods on here too, is because with Third Empire is fairly new that you're putting together and coming out in full force. And by full force, I mean you're hitting the ground running. You've already got other titles that are set up to come out usually within a month or 2 of each other, is what you're looking at on the schedule, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So by doing that, it's not competitive because, again, like I said, it's different genres that you're dealing with. But there are ways that they're not crossovers, but there are ways that they connect.
Yeah.
So you have to be watching for that, because if you miss it, it's gone. So I'm not trying to give away anything by any means. But I'm just telling you right now, if you jump on and you back and you do what you need to do on this and you follow and do the best thing you possibly can on top of that is share, then you're going to start seeing everything opening up the way that it is within the banner. So this is not just a publishing company, and they're not fighting between each other. I mean, you can see right here, Raj is not making goofy faces at Eric. Eric's not, telling Raj he's number 1 with the middle finger or anything. Everything's good. Now, I'm not going to say what they were doing backstage.
Well, we back each other's projects.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's and we share each other's projects, and we, there's going to be different products that are offered on different Kickstarters if you do certain things.
Right.
That cross promotions. And while I'm thinking about it, I need to also mention we also cross promoted with Voodoo Nation.
Yes.
There's a matching there's a Mojo cover and there's a Voodoo Nation cover, and that's a limited time. So I want to go ahead and mention that.
Yeah, we were only doing that for 10 days, and now it's probably down to 7, 8.
Yeah.
Travis and Luke have been really cool to us, and we appreciate that.
Well, I ended up getting that one, and I ended up going ahead and adding on the cover over on that one as well. Oh, there it is. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, without the trade dressing, but that's the artwork.
Yep, exactly.
Stone did the artwork. I did the inks, and Alan. Oh shoot, I forgot his last name. Did the colors. I'll have to post the link to the guy that did the colors. I forgot his last name.
Yeah, but it's really cool because you got the Mojo cover over there, you've got the Voodoo Nations cover, and then whenever you put them together, it's like one big poster that it forms up on there, which looks really cool.
Right.
And it came out really well.
Yeah, it's some beautiful work.
And Raj has been kind enough to give a print to Eric's.
Yeah, there's a art print, a Mojo art print for every physical backer for Blood of Gods, and not only that, but the person who kicks it over, whoever pushes the pledge over to fully fund, gets a hand-drawn sketch for Manny.
Yeah,
so that's extremely awesome, man. So when it starts getting closer, pay attention and either push yours a little bit over or be that pledge.
And I'm gonna sweeten the pot. Here, it's exclusive here. Randomly, I'll do a sketch for anybody that's backed Eric's once he funds. So you'll get a comic book size original sketch once he funds, randomly inserted.
Nice.
So
thanks, Greg. Appreciate that. There you go, guys.
The point is, get over there and back these guys, share, support. I mean, it's all about the support. Did I say something?
Yes, sir.
I know I didn't do that.
Uh-oh.
Greg, what'd you do sweetening the pot? You upset him.
Well, he probably needed to take his dog out, I'm guessing.
So back to that.
There you go.
About
there he is.
There he's back.
So Phil, back.
I was like, what happened?
What we're talking about. I was a fan of Eric's and Russell Oldham's way before I even started my book, and I went and got their books way before I even started mine. But these two books need to be in everybody's collection.
Yes,
for sure.
And I'm going to go ahead and say right now, Russell Oldham's book, Age of Remnants, that needs to be in your collection. I also did a review on that one. And I have the book, and I'm telling you right now, you need to get the book. Like I said, this banner is not playing around. They have got some amazing stuff with some great story and great content, and it keeps you motivated. It keeps you interested. It keeps you wanting to turn the pages. It's not about just artwork. It's not about just the way that it is drawn or the way that it is written or anything. Everything functions and works the way that it does. And there are a lot of hands touching all of these different things, yet it still works.
There's a lot of hands touching it. What? Phil, you said this was a family show, Phil.
Hey, the name's Demon. There is no family show. See, now I ticked off Manny again. Dadgummit.
Oh, man.
Man, I'm sorry. I'll try to.
Hey, Phil, I want you to know you took my joke away from me. Because I was
Which
going to
joke did I
say
take
the
away?
demon went down to Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you kind of squashed my joke that I was going to enter with.
Well, I mean, everybody that found out that I was moving, they asked me where I was moving, and I said Georgia, and they're like, "So the demon's moving?" Okay, so they kept sending me that link to the song.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I know everyone else has sent it, but I kept getting it all the time, which is cool because it's a show of respect.
The song, Demon went down to Georgia. He was looking for a comic to steal. He was way behind. He was in a bind. He was looking to make a deal. And you took my thunder away from me. I was going to.
I know. Okay, I think he's back again.
I don't know what happened.
Phil keeps booting you.
If I could sing, I would sing to you, Georgia. Georgia, but I do not do that song any kind of justice.
All right. See that right there? This is what happens on my show. This is why I do these things right here, is because I just one,
Thank you.
three people, anybody who's interested and wants to support, absolutely. I'm telling you right now, Luis Torres is actually one of my sponsors too with Codex Entertainment. Lily the Demoness #4 just finished amazingly well, and so he's going to go check this out. This is what I'm saying. Everybody who is watching now, everybody who will be watching, you need to go and support these things. Support the indie creators, support each other, and at least go check it out and see what's going on because it is worth it.
One of his artists, alternate artists, Avanette, is going to be working on a cover for Mojo too.
Yeah,
Right.
He's going to do a cover for me. I don't know if everybody knows that, but yeah, she's down for book 2.
Oh, was I not supposed to mention that?
No.
Uh-oh.
We didn't hear anything. What?
I heard everything. Oh, I heard everything. And I do not keep secrets. Yeah, and I'm recording this.
I was fixing to say, Eric's down there recording it.
Yeah, I have to for future reference. For these type of things. Yeah, I'd record it just for these moments. Like, oh no, I heard it.
I've already got click.
Yeah. Eric's going to go to Greg and he's going to be like, so with book 2, I'm thinking of a better deal on the promotional side if we can do that. I think that'd work.
Yeah. I see how it is. Extortion is.
Now, Tom, we've got just put his up there for Age of Remnant. Y'all need to go check that out definitely as well. That's the one we were talking about earlier.
Definitely. It's a very good sci-fi story. I've also read it. Unfortunately, I don't have my physical copies, but I've read it. I'm definitely going to get one as soon as he gets some.
Absolutely.
Very, very good sci-fi book.
Now, I'm going to ask because, Greg, you're kind of blinging tonight. I wanted to go ahead and ask, what's around your neck and why are we blinging tonight with all that? What's up with that?
Well, the first 50 backers for the Mojo got a set of these. I got one string. You know, so there's 50 people that are going to be able to have a party whenever they get their package in.
Oh, absolutely. And
Shout out to Pops. What's up, Pops?
And there are a couple of tiers in there that will get beads as well. So if you pledged one of those and you're one of the top 50, you're going to get 2 sets of beads.
Absolutely.
So
now, with the beads, with the book and everything, why beads with the book? What does the beads have to do with the book?
Well, because it's set in New Orleans and
it's a party.
It's a party. And we were doing the hashtag beads for books and
get your mojo
on. And
absolutely.
Hey, since I was the first backer on Mojo, can I request my beads with no beard hair?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get the unworn ones.
Okay.
Beard hair is going to be extra.
Oh,
it's golden. I mean silver.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone's getting Greg Harm's DNA. I mean, think of what all they could do with that and clone him.
Right? They'd be sorry. I don't know if we're ready for one of me.
Oh, it's pretty cool. You get quite a bit done over there and do so much with this and everything. I think it's all right having one of you over there. I don't know if we can handle 2.
Sometimes I want to clone myself, but I know it'd be a big mess.
Well, you've got quite a bit going on with the banner and all, and you've got 4. Is it 4 or 5 production companies underneath you?
We have Outlaw Studios.
Right.
Russell Oldham with Black Wolf.
Black Wolf, yeah.
Work. We have Eric Dominguez.
Yep.
We have the Creative Crew.
Yep.
We have the Third Empire Central.
Yep.
We have I don't know what the name of the new one is. I don't know if he actually has a studio.
Okay.
but he's actually an old friend of Roman. Roman and I were the ones that founded Third Empire Studios. But it's Daniel Pleagle out of California. But I'm not sure if he has a studio name or he's just going to go by his Daniel Pleagle.
Right.
But he's actually an old friend of Roman's that is going to do some stuff with Kickstarter later on.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff he's working on. I am greatly waiting on that, and I'm not going to say what it was, but I'm telling you right now, you're not ready.
He has a whole different. It's a whole different genre.
Oh, it is. It's its own genre. It's its own genre.
Yeah, and in whole different style. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, again, I don't want to spill the beans on anything. I'm just telling you right now, it is its own genre, which is mind blowing because there's so much out there that you can equate it to, and you can't. It's its own thing. So yeah, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready at all. But that's why you got to go ahead and follow Third Empire and start getting on with the ground floor with Blood of Gods, with Mojo Rising. These are their first books that are coming out. If you think that they're going to do this and they're going to say, yeah, we're okay with this, we're done, we're going to go ahead and just walk off now, and that's the only books you're going to see. Oh, no, they're just getting warmed up. And just barely at that. They've got a lot on their plate that they're already working on putting together. Through 20
already
have the schedule done.
The pages to book 2.
Yeah, book 2, we got already 16 pages done.
Nice.
And I have issue 2 done. I'm gonna add some pages. I'm gonna add some pages to issue 2. Add some more story. And issue 3 is I'm reworking some stuff on the script. So, and then there's other secret type projects as well, some other crossover stuff with other creators, and something that I'm working. Yeah, some stuff we're working on with Raj.
Can't give away too much.
I don't even know who that is. Hang on a sec. Which book does that go to? If I know what book, then I might know something.
It's Mojo Rising book 2.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that one. Raj, you were too good with secrets. I didn't think you were that good with secrets.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'll give you one right now since you want one. So Eric kind of touched up on that. So me and Eric had decided I got a title coming out called Desolate Angels, which is about the other fallen angels. Everybody's heard of Lucifer, but these are the ones that you've never heard of. But so they're going to be down on Earth, and so they're going to be battling the angels from hell and then the heaven angels. So Eric's going to help co-write that with me.
Nice.
Yeah, man, that's going to be very, very exciting.
Man, that's going to be fun.
The wheels are just turning and turning on what we can do with that.
I mean, you're talking about one of those who fell down right here. Demon, sorry. Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see my autobiography on that.
Yeah, man, I'll get with you through Messenger. I'll ask you a few questions, make sure I get it right. Because I definitely don't want to be the one who screws up Phil's biography, because there's a whole slew of people that will be upset about that. So I got you.
And then Manny's working on Cold Front with Artex Badillo, Edwin Badillo.
Yeah.
Come out, and then I'm gonna do Skinwalker Ranch Chronicles. So yeah, we're busy.
Yeah,
very busy.
And the schedule goes through 2022, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think we had it further than that even.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
We're gonna have to adjust a few launch dates and stuff. Because these were our first Kickstarters. So we're still filling all that out, and so we're adjusting the schedules as we need to. Once we get to the point of shipping and stuff, we'll kind of figure that all out as well. Figure out ways to make it quicker. Figure out ways to be more efficient and all that. So we're a new company, so there's going to be some missteps. There's going to be some good stuff that we do. There's going to be some bad. So we're always trying to provide the best service, the best product, and everything we can for the customers that back us, that have given us faith and said, hey, you know, I want to back your project. I want to give you money, their hard-earned money for the books that we have worked very hard on for as well. So, you know, and so we're going to adjust some of the schedules and figure out the best way to do some of this stuff like that. And you know, the good thing about it, a lot of the production's already done. Like Eric's number 2 is done. He's just adding some pages to it. He's working on the script for number 3. Number 2 of Mojo is, you know, like they said, they're on 16 pages in on it. Russell's book, you know, number 1 is done. He added pages to it, and it's done. Book 2 is already done. It's just waiting to go to print. So a lot of it, we're banking those pages to where once we're ready, that stuff is going to hit. So it just, we need funding. We need those, you know, we're basically using it as a pre-order system. So anything these guys have, it's going to be ready. So they just need the backers to come in and say, hey, I want tier number 3 because that has the best stuff. And I kind of dig that cover. Place their order, 30 days, it's done. We go to print. You know, 2 months after that, we're ready to ship because it takes a couple of weeks for Kickstarter to get us money. It takes 2 to 3 weeks for the printer to do all the printing. It's going to take a couple of weeks to get all the shipping done. So you're looking at about a 2-month turnaround on that. When we're looking at right now, we're trying to figure out to make sure that schedule is actually going to work.
Right.
But as far as the product, these guys have busted their hump and got it done, you know. So it's pretty exciting to see, you know, and these guys all have a different way of telling the story that they want to tell, different way of doing the art in the way that they want to do it. So it's so exciting for us. And that, you know, with me working with these guys, it's just, you know, I'm blown away at some of the artwork that I get to see.
Yeah,
there's a page of
there's the cold front page, right?
Yeah, cold front.
And Russell wants to do some angel art.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's a great idea.
Yes. That is cool.
That's going to be a beautiful book, you know, having cold front. How many pages in are you already on it, Manny?
So far 5, because I want to finish the book 2 of Mojo,
right.
And then I'll finish the cold front.
So the main thing is the reason that I have Third Empire up here and a couple of different creators on here with a couple of different projects is because whenever a new banner comes up or a new company comes up or something like that, sometimes they're fly by night. They'll hit, they'll miss, they'll jump off. It's done. I've seen what I thought I had because now you've actually modified it, but I saw your schedule, and whenever I saw it was out for like 2 years, you know, out on this thing, I was like, holy crap! I mean, that's amazing. And now, of course, I'm hearing like almost 3 years or so.
Well, like Eric said, he actually has his planned out for the next 7 years, basically. Yes.
Right.
So.
Something like that. Yeah, it's Blood of Gods is more of an ongoing series. Right now I have the first 5 issues, which is the first story arc planned out and outlined. But we are the rest of the story for the bigger plots are already figured out. Like, I know where I'm headed with this story, this series. I know exactly where I'm going with it. So after issue 5, we're gonna introduce a different divine breed, which are half god, half mortals in my world, and I'll introduce you to their story and why they get involved. It's, think MCU in comic book form, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and then the Avengers will come in. I mean, there's a lot of plans, a whole lot of world that I have not even started to tell you stories about yet.
Nice. Now, I will bring up, because with Blood of Gods, I wanted to bring this up with you anyway to have you on here tonight, Eric, is you've got a lot of background in music.
Oh, yeah.
And you kind of get that feel from reading your book that it actually has like it has a heartbeat. It has like a rock and roll heartbeat almost scenario to it. It's not to the point where it gets confusing or actually takes you off of the concept. but it actually pushes you into that momentum of it. And I really enjoy how that was set up with that.
Yeah, that comes from staying on beat during dropping 16 bars on a beat. You know, I used to rap, man. I used to be an MC, get on stage and rock the crowd, and I would still love to keep back and doing that, but you know, so it's just there's a rhythm to it as a storyteller that you try to find. And this is my very first book, my very first endeavor into comics, my very first endeavor into kind of telling a story in this way.
Mhm.
So, but there's, you know, I'm still trying to find the perfect rhythm. But yeah, there's a rhythm every time I write to the storytelling to everything because life, life is rhythm, right?
Oh yeah,
And rhythm is life.
absolutely. But if you've got enough of it where it gets to be a page turner to the point where you got to go back going, I must have missed something, you have to go back and reread it again, then you've done something right.
Well, yeah, and you're gonna get a lot of that too during following issues where you're gonna have to go back and be like, oh, there was something reference to that over here. Oh, wait, there was this over there. I get a lot of influence from the fantasy games that I love playing, like Dragon Age and Elder Scrolls, The Witcher. That's what gave me these grand ideas for these huge worlds. So you know, you play those kind of video games, or even if you watch the MCU, all these little Easter eggs that they drop, all these subtle hints to what's to come. I love that, man. I love the little breadcrumbs that they leave for you to follow the story within the story.
Oh, absolutely. And you can see that that's in there. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, if you give it a shot and you go over there and take a look at the Kickstarter and find a tier that fits what you want to look into, but definitely look into it. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss out on this, and it's the first. So, like he said, he's got a lot more planned, and he seems to think that it's just going to get better and better. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm already hooked from book one. So it's not like I'm going into this going, well, it's got to get better. I'm going to give it a shot. No, I'm hooked. So I'm telling you right now, you will be hooked on this book, and then you're going to have to stick with this. So this banner right here is going to definitely get your attention with this. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. Yeah, that's that was the goal, right? Was to so I gotta get my swinging arm ready. No, but that was the goal, right? Was to tell a story that opened up the world and introduced you to this character and makes you want to keep reading. And I leave it on a cliffhanger. And
Yeah.
issue 2 is left on a cliffhanger, and because not that the story doesn't end, the story will end, but doesn't end yet.
Right. And you can, even though it's a cliffhanger, it's not one of those where it's like, okay, I've got to know this now. It's like you can wait on it to be done because it's just left in that perfect way of a cliffhanger being on there. That's what I enjoy too, because it's not one of those where you just go, basically you had the end on the last 2 pages, you rip the last 2 pages out. That's what I hate seeing in a book. And you don't do it that way. You actually leave it open to where, wait a minute, we're introducing something brand new into this. And like I said, you don't know what's coming. You can't see what's coming. You won't see it. And whenever you do, you're probably going to be like, well, wait a minute, how the hell did that happen? You heard it here on Demon Phil's Hell of a Show. That's what happens with this. So do not miss out on this opportunity to get this. Now, I will say, Manny, I want to go ahead and ask you real quick. As far as working on the projects and everything with this and all, are you feeling like a level of, like, is it a high energy, a high level of energy type thing that you're working with in these? Because regardless of the genre that I'm seeing in here, I see a lot of energy in all of the works that I'm seeing. Are you seeing that and feeling that while you're doing this a lot too?
Yeah, it's like when I draw it, I try to give it a good pace so that the people feel that energy from it, like that old school Saturday morning cartoon where you're like, you want to know what happens next,
Right.
The Scooby-Doo mystery, that kind of stuff. And I try to give that energy, that cartoon energy to each panel. That way, it keeps you interested all the way through.
And it definitely does. And the dialogue and the way that it's lettered, the panels, I mean, everything flows so smoothly on there that it's just it's like silk almost. I mean, you're going through reading this thing, it's just smooth. Now we're dealing in comics. We're not dealing, in a Pulitzer Prize novel type thing. So we're not looking for, something that's going to make me smarter by reading it. because I think there's something out there somewhere to get me smart in general. I got to find what it is. I don't know what it is just yet. I'll find something eventually. But in the meantime, this is about going ahead and disconnecting from things that are happening in the world and everything, and going ahead and immersing yourself into a world where you're safe, where you enjoy where you are, where you enjoy the characters, where you don't enjoy the characters, but you enjoy not enjoying them. That's the fun part too. And those kind of things are elements that you see in these books, because Age of Remnants, Blood of Gods, whenever I've done the reviews on those, that's definitely there. Raj, whenever yours comes out, you already know I'm doing a review on yours. Most definitely. Because I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. So I definitely want to do that. And I want to go ahead and bring up, Manny, you have kind of a tie to Mojo Rising. You want to go ahead and let everyone know about that?
Well, I'm a voodoo priest in real life, so some of the stuff that I put in there, I take it from reality. Like Raj will say some things, and I'll be like, "Yeah, that's a little too much. Let's do this instead." And
Go figure.
yeah,
Raj, you can't boil a
lot.
chicken. Yeah, you can't boil a chicken for every problem in there. It doesn't work that way. No, I wanted to bring that up. Well, I wanted to bring that up because that's very cool, because we always talk about, what kind of research goes into, how you come across with a book and all. So whenever I first heard, and it was on my last show where I actually interviewed Raj and Greg and Manny on there, and Manny had mentioned that. And I was just like, that's cool. I mean, you've actually got firsthand knowledge in this stuff as well, but yet you're not pushing it down anybody's throat and making it a political statement in there by any means, which is great, because too many people think that because they have the education, they can do that. That's not an issue here. This is non-political. This is strictly just
have a good time.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a fictional character. You're having fun with the world that's created, and these are real life details that are being put in there. It's not like, Manny's putting in subliminal messages in there that you gotta, send him extra money or go clean his car. Or something. I don't know. Did he just send me a subliminal message to hush? No, but I mean, it's very cool, and you've got that aspect that you go ahead and throw into there as well, because Raj, with you, you, like you said, you've been working on this for quite some time, and this is something that's come from your gut, that you actually had to get out there and had to get written and all, but at the same time, you've got these other projects that you are itching to get started on, because we've talked about this a little bit, and you're almost like, I want to put this on back burner and move this one to the front and move this around, but you've got so much going on. But Mojo is the one that you really wanted to go ahead and put that as your foundation. Why did you go with Mojo?
Well, that's the one that's closest to my heart. I mean, that's the one that I wanted to see be published. My first book. It's like my baby.
And that is true. I mean, it's definitely, if it's one of those that has that close to your heart and feels like the baby that you're starting off with, that's the one you want to put your heart and soul into, because that's how you get out to the world and you say, hey, guess what? I actually make comics. I actually make stuff that you're going to want to go ahead and jump into.
Yeah, just like we got 70-something backers now. That feeling that 70 people want our book is just, it's unbelievable feeling, and it's mind blowing.
Absolutely, I could not agree more on that. And of course, unfortunately, I was moving I had just moved whenever you went ahead and launched, and I apologize, because I was actually supposed to have these guys on Tuesday, but on Tuesday I was still in bags, boxes, and totes, and the bed was on its side in here. I could not get on the computer. That was not an option. So I apologized to them and told them, said, hey, can we go ahead and reschedule? And of course, I get them on tonight, and they're happy with this. And I know that, and I appreciate that. There's a level of respect that's within the industry and everything. We all show each other that. And that's what I wanted to bring up. My next point on this is, I've spoken with everybody that's in here at any given time, different times, with different projects, whatnot. And everyone in here is the most, they're very respectful in what they're talking about, but they're willing to talk to you. Here's the thing, is if you could find a creator, and there's several of them out there, you just got to go ahead and look, or just better yet, ask. don't be scared of them. But go ahead and ask about what they're doing. They'll be glad to talk to you about it. Because when you're dealing with, again, Third Empire coming up as a new banner here, they're not coming up new and being shy about it. They're coming out, but they're also not coming out here saying that they're the best and brightest and the newest thing that's out here and everybody should bow down. Damn, Manny did it again, too. Again, it's subliminal stuff again. But no, I mean, it's one of those things that you actually show the respect, you get the respect. And that's what I wanted to go ahead and bring up, is that's another reason that you need to go ahead and go give these guys a shot on the Kickstarter, because you know me. You know how I am. I'm talking to my audience here. Everybody knows how I am about I support, and I do as much as I can financially, of course. But other than that, I go out and I do the shares. I do the not only shares, but I'll go ahead and write something up on it and put it out there. I don't like doing the blanket shares. I'll go ahead and do something to go along with it. But I only do it to those that I believe in, they believe in themselves, and they're willing to show respect to the fans. I'm telling you right now, this group right here is one of those groups. I have talked to many people on my shows and everything, and I'm telling you right now, you cannot sidestep what Third Empire is about to do here. And it's already started. 14 days left on Blood of Gods, and 28 days, I believe, left on Mojo. You can't miss this. 14 days, you can go over there and jump on Blood of Gods. You can go ahead and get involved in that. And I'm telling you right now, you will not regret it. It is an amazing journey that's on there, an amazing ride that's involved in there. You do not want to miss out on that. And if you don't believe what I'm saying right now, if you go look at his, he actually attached my review onto his Kickstarter. So this is not something that I'm telling you right now. I'm not getting paid for doing this by any means. And this is not an agreement that we had on this. This is because what I said on my review actually means something to them to go ahead and put onto there, because I didn't know that they were going to put it directly onto the Kickstarter. Whenever I went back,
he was part of Third Empire.
Yeah,
What's
you
that?
didn't know he was part of Third Empire when you did that review.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You didn't even know he was part of Third Empire whenever you did the review.
That is true. That is very true. I did not.
Yeah. I could not have picked a better. I mean, I had to put it on there, Phil, because it's a great review by somebody that's very well respected, right, in the indie comics. So, like you said, if you don't have to take my word for it. I can talk about Blood of Gods for hours. Trust me, for hours. You don't have to. Don't take my word for it, man. It's got the Demon Phil seal of approval.
You got that right. Absolutely. And I don't just throw the seal around just to throw it around just because it's cool to have my name attached to things. Because I want my name attached to things where it's actually going to mean something. Everybody knows I don't do what I do because I make a lot of money off of this, because right now I make no money off of this. I do this because everybody that's here right now on this panel, anybody that's here on this panel whenever I have any other shows or whatever's going on, it's about them. And everybody that watches my show knows this. So if it gets my seal of approval, that means because you've hit that level. And there are several people that have gotten that seal of approval, and that's good, great, and wonderful. I'm just letting you know, don't think that it's just because I'm trying to get my name out there. I'm just telling you, you need to have these in your collection. It's just one of those have-tos. And I cannot push that enough. If you don't have it, you're going to kick yourself later on, because you're not going to be kicking me.
We appreciate you, Phil. That's for sure.
Yes, we do, Phil. Seriously, man. Those words hit right here, right in the feels, man.
Hey, it is no problem. And Joe Tolliver's here. Joe, I appreciate you being on. Said also true, Third Empire is taking over the world, but they are humble and putting in the work, and that is very true.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that, man.
Maybe just Texas, not the world.
Oh, no, sir. We are going to take over the world.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to stop.
We're doing it digital, though, because shipping is horrible.
Oh, yeah.
We'll eventually go to con somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific, depending on where we're going. We'll go. It'll happen.
Hey, you've got enough country down there, just Texas. You got plenty of cons to go to right now. Whenever they open back up, y'all will be in business.
Yeah, before the thing hit, there was over 100 cons in Texas.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And I'm very, very lucky because I do not have to drive far for Permian Basin for one. You know, Permian Basin Con, and then there's one in Lubbock and San Angelo. And a lot.
There's 3 in Lubbock.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's 3 in Lubbock, 2 in Amarillo, Oklahoma, Albuquerque, Wichita Falls. It's crazy. There'll be plenty to go when it opens.
Let me go ahead and ask you, as far as the banner is concerned, you've already got quite a few people that are working with you on some things and getting some projects going and everything. What are we looking at for future expansions? What are we kind of thinking about on there?
I don't know as far as expansion, but I mean we're going to carry on with what we're doing. My wife has some children's books that we're working on, so that we'll be in the children's book market.
Right.
You know, the stuff we've already talked about with the guys, and the Third Empire Central, or even my stuff, my own stuff. I have Alien Skies, which is a book that me and the original originator of Third Empire, Roman Morales III, he actually drew it all, and we'll be putting that out. There's one that our letterist had wrote that Roman had drawn, and we'll be putting that out. It's called Eternal Curse. And then there's 3 or 4 other titles that eventually I'll be working on that are my own books. So it's not really expanding at this point, but it's just carrying on with the books that we have, with the plans that we have in place, and just getting those done, getting the Kickstarters done, getting the Indiegogos done, getting those in the hands of the fans, and you know, there's several different genres, so pretty much they can find something they enjoy. So
absolutely, and that's another thing too, is with the stretch goals and the different tiers and everything, you're thinking outside of the box and going ahead and getting things that are involved with the story that the fans want. So that's really cool too, because they get involved and they look at it going, oh, okay, it's another comic book. Okay, what are the stretch goals? Oh, it's a sticker, it's a bookmark, those are the normal that you go through, like almost like a checklist on there. You throw in beads, or you throw in, you know, some other stuff that's on there, or a connecting cover that actually has a connecting cover on a whole different Kickstarter. Those are some really cool things to go with, because it expands the network. It expands the mind and going, wait a minute, there's actually more out there than just one book. I can actually do more than this.
Yeah.
So you're already hitting that level and you're just starting, which is great, because there are creators that have been doing this for years, and they're getting to the point finally where they're like, okay, cool, we can go ahead and start doing this right here. But you're already starting that right now, which is very cool. And I'd like to see what's going to be happening in the future, because if I know anything about you guys, y'all are not happy with the first round. You always want to up yourself on the next one and the next one and the next one.
Yeah, we're analyzing everything. We're analyzing everything, trying to make everything make it a better experience for our fans, make it a better experience for ourselves as creators, for those, you know, that have supported us. We want them to have fun. We want them to enjoy the experience, to enjoy the product that they're getting, the books, all the rewards. And so we always are trying to better each other, push each other, better ourselves. And when we get to work with other people, you know, like when we have guest artists doing the alternate covers, when we get to do crossovers like we did with Travis Gibb and Luke Stone, and they actually were the ones that approached us about that and said, hey, I think maybe we should do this. We have the same genre book,
right?
And it would be really cool to expose our fans to the different books. And so Luke and I I inked his work. We turned that around in 7 to 10 days, somewhere in there, so that we could have it for the last part of their Kickstarter and the first part of ours. So, but it's people like that will actually help us in the indie market, just like we're helping each other. But these guys were with another company, almost doing exactly the same thing as what we're doing,
Right.
And they approached us and say, "Hey, we want to help you guys." They have way more experience in the Kickstarter game. But Travis has done 13 Kickstarters.
Right.
He approached us on our first one, and he had enough faith in us to say, "Hey, I want to pair with you and try to help each other out." And that's huge, you know. And so if we can ever do that with others, you know, I would love to have had Eric do a cross promotion with somebody, but I didn't think of it at the time. So maybe the next one we can do something where there's two that are similar Kickstarters, and we can do that. We can get Eric, you know, with a matching cover with somebody else, and you know, or some other kind of cross promotion, and just helping each other out in the indie market to where we provide better quality stuff for the fans that are backing us, to where they don't have to rely on Marvel or DC that aren't going to ship to them if they catch a cold. More than that, I'm being a little facetious there, but you know, you have the comic shops that need product. You have the indie market that is really growing and strong right now, and when we're helping each other like that, it's becoming even stronger. You know, and the fans are winning out for that.
Exactly. I mean, I brought it up on several of my shows that there is no new normal that we're going into. This is the new standard. And right now, I'm telling you, indies have the spotlight. They have never had the spotlight like they do right now. And that is the best time, because now you have a chance to go and set up an LCS where as soon as you walk into an LCS, the indies are up front. Other stuff is toward the back.
Yeah.
Because it's always been flipped where, you know, indies are back there in the back on the floor that's about to give way and the light that's flickering and all that.
Yeah.
There's no need. There's no need whatsoever, because indies have actually, it's not, and I'm not going to go ahead and get involved in the whole scenario outside and everything. I'm just saying the evolution of indies here lately has greatly increased. I have never seen so many artists and so many creative team members not only working on the stuff that they're working on and succeeding, but working together on things. So it's not every man for himself. Just like y'all have a banner right here that you're working under and everything. That's huge, because technically you don't have to have it. Production companies go out there and take care of their stuff, do what they need to and everything. There's strength in numbers, and y'all are definitely showing that and doing that, and not in a well, I just came from Jersey, so not in the, you know, Jersey way of doing that, so to speak, but in a respectful way that you're actually coming out saying, if this isn't going to work for you, then we've got this right here. If that's not going to work, then we got this coming out over here. This one's coming out over here. We're going to fix you up on something. But the main thing is you've got something for everybody. Why not go ahead and jump on and start supporting? I mean, it's a big deal to go ahead and get in on the ground floor with something that's coming up. We always talk about, you know, as collectors and all, exclusives and first appearances and first covers and things like that. I'm telling you right now, if you want to get in on the ground floor exclusives, Blood of Gods, where is Deadgummit? I hate backwards. Blood of Gods, thank you. Yes. And then we've also got Mojo Rising down there and down there. I hate this thing. All right, Mojo Rising and Blood of Gods. I'm just telling you right now, for Third Empire, they are not going to be moving anywhere in a backwards motion anytime soon. They're going full steam ahead. So you need to jump on board. Go look at them. Go look at their tiers. Go see what they have available. And then I want you to go ahead and start posting about it. I want to see some posts. And I'm telling you right now, the more fired up we get each other about what's going on in the indies, then the more fired up the indies is going to get. It's not about going ahead and saying, Eric's not going to get up here and go ahead and say, Blood of Gods is the best book that's out there, hands down, microphone drop, and that's it. He's not going to do that. He signed something for me in the green room. He wouldn't do that. But the fact is that if we come up here and we all go ahead and share, we've already talked about Lewis. We've already talked about with Matt coming up here, because Matt's actually got Tales of Nocturnia, which is tearing it up right now.
Yeah, that's a great book, man. I'm really, really anxious to see that book.
Oh, absolutely. And he's got a new promotion that he just launched. He's got like a 40-second video that he wanted me to show, so I'll be showing that toward the end of the show. But the fact is that everybody's helping everybody to go ahead and get the voice heard.
Yeah,
Because
Matt's a solid dude. He's been posting all kinds of indie
Yep.
work all day long. I've been seeing him
Yeah.
do it.
exactly.
Another one is Burlap, that Jesse Bear.
Jesse Bear.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? He actually took several indie artists or indie creations and made a poster with their creation on it.
Yep.
And Mojo was one of them that he had done that on. So
Which you might see something with me and Jesse book.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was that again? I didn't hear that.
I'm very glad I did decide to record this episode, man. A lot of secrets, guys.
So, I have 2 pieces of artwork that are coming out in one of his burlap books.
Oh, you're killing me, Manny. Man, I am definitely. I've already backed his burlap stuff, and he's got his new stuff coming out, and I cannot wait.
We will
And
be
we have got, there is Matt Knowles right there. He's still in here. I didn't-
Shout out, Matt.
man, thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
Solid, dude. Solid.
Thanks, Matt, for everything, man. You guys rock.
Matt, go ahead and send me that link to my messenger, if you will, please, and I'll go ahead and use it in the closing statement, please. So y'all hang around for the closing statements, definitely, because I'm going to go ahead and play that. He said it's like a 40-second video, but it is something. He won't tell me what it is, but it's a new stretch goal that they reached on there that he says is just absolutely insane. So insane can mean a lot of different things. Why is everybody looking at Raj? What's up with that? No, but I mean, we can keep talking about this all night long and keep going ahead and telling everybody they got to get over there. I'm telling you right now, you need to go take a look at it. The links were put in here earlier. We'll get those put back in here again. You can go. I think you can scroll up, and they're right there. Yeah, I see them again. They're right up there at the top. So you can go up, scroll up, get those, and then go take a look at it. And I'm telling you right now, and this is from Demon Phil on this one, support, share, do what you got to do. If you don't have the money to go ahead and financially do it, don't feel bad about it and say, I'd rather just not go look at it and deal with it. Just go copy the link, share it into Facebook, say, these guys were on Demon Phil's show, they deserve a look, and then go ahead and post that bad boy up.
Yeah, thank you.
Telling you right now,
Thanks,
if
Phil.
I film 1 backer or 2 backers a show, I consider that a win. So I'm not looking to go ahead and get these guys rich off of a show. I mean, like I said, they're not paying me, and I don't have that much of a show just yet. I'm working on it. But I appreciate everyone that is here, and it never fails. Every single show, I have at least 1 new backer that I can get people. That makes me feel amazing. That's why I go ahead and get back up in front of this camera every single time. That's why I missed you guys so much for not being on here for over a week.
And we really appreciate it, Phil. Thank you.
You are a huge asset to the indie market and indie creators.
Yes.
You really are.
It worked. It worked.
There's Becker. Awesome.
Wow.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Louis.
Thank you.
Luis.
This is why I do this.
You're a staple in the indie comic industry right now. Demon Phil.
Like, I appreciate it because I mean, coming into this, I had no affiliation aside from being a fan, a collector. I just showed the respect to the creative team members and networked and kind of got pulled in. And of course, with current events that were happening outdoors and everything, kind of moved me in that direction. I will tell you right now, things are in motion right now to make sure that I never leave this position. I am expanding my side of the business and everything so much more, and you'll be hearing a lot more about that in the very near future. So, yeah, we've got, I think y'all are going to have some new people that are going to be taking a look at it, seeing what's going on and everything. But again, if you go over there, you take a look at it, and then share it out, do me a favor. Just go ahead and say that you saw it on Demon Phil's show, that they were interviewing on Demon Phil's show, and then go ahead and do that. The reason I'm saying that is not so I get the attention. I want more people to come and see who the faces are that go along with the Kickstarters. Because a lot of times, whenever you're dealing with the new Kickstarter, you're a little hesitant because you don't know who they are or what they're doing or whatever type thing, or if they dress up in Nutella and high heels and run down the street, at midnight, on a Saturday. Why are we looking at Raj again? What is up with this?
Secrets.
Not that we're judging, Raj. It's okay.
Do you, man? You do you. Be happy.
But the main thing is to go ahead and get people to where they know who you are. So if you will, in the audience, please go ahead and just let people know you saw them on Demon Phil's show. You wanted to go ahead and give them a shout out and share them out. I want to see those all over Facebook. I want to see how much energy and how much of a voice the indies can have. Because I'm telling you right now, I've been gone for a week, and damn it, I am back, and I am back with a vengeance. You're about to see, because I've got 3 shows back to back to back, and then y'all are going to get a huge announcement on Sunday. So get ready for that, because I got all kinds of plans coming up.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to give a secret? I thought this was the secret show.
Not yet, no, because I'm still working on some things with that, but trust me, y'all will all be involved.
Oh, sounds like a good time.
Now we've got
another good time.
Okay, Comic Nerd can't watch us right now, but he'll watch us later. Excellent, and that's what I enjoy is people will be watching later on. It's not a one-off deal. So absolutely, whenever you're watching this later on, go ahead and post it up. Go ahead and let them know that you saw this and share their stuff out.
This will take us into the bathroom video.
Right now, you're at about 50% to go. I want to say that I would love to see my Demon Nation out there. I'm going to call you Demon Nation. I think I'm going to stick with that one.
I like
Demon Nation.
I like that.
Up to 65%. 65% within 48 hours. I want to see that happen. If I see that happen, I brought stuff with me from Jersey. I have giveaways. And if I see who the people are who are sharing this out and making this happen, and I see 65% on there, we're doing a drawing. And I'm giving away some stuff.
Awesome.
So I'm just letting you know, I am excited, I am wound up, and I am ready to tear some stuff up here. So get on it and get this guy up to 65%. Go
Phil,
on.
you're the best.
Hey, absolutely. You know I take care of y'all. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. That's why we love you, Phil.
And then go on over to Mojo Rising, give them some love, show them what's going on over there, but do not miss these titles. All right? So, that being said, I could keep going all night, but I am not going to go ahead and keep y'all with that because I still need to do the closing on that, and Matt is sending me the link, which I think he already did. Excellent. All right. So before we leave, we're going to go ahead and kind of go around the circle here and start off with Greg. Just let us know where we can find you and what's going next. I mean, what you can talk about that's going to be coming next.
Okay. It's going to be at Third Empire 2020 on Facebook or Greg Harms. So you can find me there. Also on Instagram, same stuff. And we just have more of the Kickstarters going on. Of course, we'll be shipping all this out, so wrapping those up, and then we'll have a game plan after we get all those wrapped up and out to people. So we'll be, posting what we're going to be kickstarting next after that.
Yes, absolutely.
You can find me. You can find me on Instagram, Blood of Gods Comic, on Facebook, Eric Dominguez, or Blood of Gods Comic at bloodofgods.com. And I got issue 1, issue 2 coming. Like I said earlier, I'm working on a trading card RPG style game that also takes place in Dusala. And now, the project that I'm working on with Raj.
Yeah.
A couple other secrets that I'm not going to divulge because I know how to keep a secret.
Only because you're recording everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Raj, what about you?
That was the perfect time for the light to go out in my face. Oh, that was perfect. I couldn't have timed it better.
Raj Mahan. You can find me on Facebook at Raj Mahan or Mojo Rising Comic Series. My Instagram is Outlaw Studio. I'm currently promoting Mojo Rising on Kickstarter and soon book 2 of Mojo Rising.
And we're looking forward to that. Now, Mandy, I know you've got some secrets, so we're not going to delve into those. What can you tell me?
So you can find me on Facebook, Manuel Soto. You can find me on Instagram at The Bearded Vulture. And working on Mojo Book 2 and the Cold Front right now. And I got a secret project with my godmother in Haiti, doing a tarot deck with her. And yeah, that's what's going on.
Very cool. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all being on here quite a bit, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting y'all on here again. And let me know, as you go ahead and go up the projects and everything, if you want to go ahead and jump back up on here, let me know ahead of time, and I'll see what I can do about getting y'all scheduled on for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks, Phil. Thank you very, very much.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to go ahead and drop y'all back for now, do my closing statements. If y'all want to go ahead and wait in the green room, I'll be in there just a little bit. All right. Hey, Demon Phil's hell of a show. We had a hell of a show on that. Absolutely. So definitely go check that out, see what's going on. I always have closing statement. Tonight is not going to be any different on that. However, we have something we need to go ahead and take a look at first because Matt asked me politely on this, and I'm going to go ahead and give him his little bit of time on this and make sure that this thing is going to work. I'm going to do a share screen on here, and we're going to see what his big announcement is because I don't even know what it is yet. So hold on to your hats. And here we go. I'm trying to think of the words here on this one because I believe Matt said that is a Leatherworks. So that is a Leatherworks mask that's on there. That's badass. So definitely go check that out and see what's going on with that one. Matt and I are going to be having a conversation whenever I get off this thing here in a little bit. I can guarantee you now. If not, it'll be tomorrow. Matt, if you're still on here, Demon Lord, love that thing. So definitely keep that up. I want to see where this thing goes. All right. So back to my closing statement. We're going to go ahead and finish this thing up now because I've missed you guys. I've been gone away for a week. I always base it off of something that's been said on the interview itself, and I want to go ahead and keep that up with this. And on this one, it's about going ahead and persevering and dealing with the change and going ahead and growing from it. Now, I just moved here from Jersey, so I moved down to Georgia. Yes, the demon went down to Georgia. Y'all can go ahead and have fun with that one. Most everyone else has already. I come down here to Georgia. I've already got a ton of opportunities that are already knocking on my door, which is amazing. I've got more opportunities knocking on my door than I was even aware of. I've got a lot of things that I'm working on, and my show is going to be getting almost a complete facelift. You'll notice that I have a little more room with the studio that I can go ahead and do some things. And whenever I have the lights on, you'll see that I have some art prints that are up here on the wall, and there will be more added on as we go along because I have quite a few that I just had no room to put up. So the point is, if you think life's kicked you and got you down in the dirt and you can't do anything anymore, persevere, grow, change yourself, change your surroundings. See what you can go ahead and make different around you. I changed my entire geographical location. Scared to death coming down here And it's the best choice I've made in a long, long time. I'm definitely looking forward to it. As far as the business is concerned, it will grow above and beyond. As far as everything else is concerned, I'm closer to a lot of things here than I thought I'd ever be as far as the industry is concerned. So if you think that you've seen what the Demon can do so far, Demon Nation is about to grow exponentially, and I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for going ahead and supporting me enough throughout everything with this. I tried to be there as much as I could throughout the move, and I'm sorry that I went ahead and slipped up a little bit, but I'm telling you right now, I'm back. And I am back more than you know. You haven't seen 100% of the Demon yet. You're about to. So that being said, get your ass over to Kickstarter. Go ahead and see what's going on over there with these guys. Back, support, and I want to see some stuff up on Facebook. Go ahead and tag me in there with the show, and let's get that voice heard. You know about Keep It Indie, y'all? I'm telling you right now, let's go ahead and make that the war cry out there. So let's go ahead and get this started up and let people know Indies ain't going ahead and dropping down for anybody on this one. I'll make damn sure of that myself as well. My promise to y'all. So that being said, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone for going ahead and watching, sharing, and being an absolute supporter that you are. Looking forward to next time, which is going to be tomorrow night. My guest tomorrow, Kara Nicole, Alfred Trujillo, going to be here tomorrow talking about Fire Bitch 2 coming out and their new music single that they put out, which if you haven't heard it yet, well, you're missing out, because I'll be putting that link out here very shortly. So until tomorrow, y'all go ahead and keep it as easy going as possible. Go ahead and wash your damn hands. Be nice to one another. And definitely keep it indie, y'all.